Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to this brand new video. So as I say, this is a brand new as always. So in this video, we will be focusing on the solving and simplifying part. As I told you in the last video, in this proper video, we will be actually getting this question across. Like write a function which takes in a string and returns the count of each character in the string. People say, I don't say it, for me it's really hard. That is, like fairly less challenging question in the essay. Maybe because we are starting, like I am also starting, right? That's why it's like a kind of a big deal for me and like it's kind of complicated and challenging. Even though I have like a chat GPT and I have a very easier way to solve it, and that very approach we will be taking it right now. But this doesn't mean we wouldn't actually go through the traditional way of solving this question. There's a traditional way of solving this question that is like using less to least methods, pre-installed methods, and doing it in a hard coding way, just like implementing using just for loops and all. We're doing all of that, but in the next video, okay? In the next video, in this video, as I told you, we'll be focusing on my way of doing it. God, I'm going bald. I'm geared. Do I gear? No. Okay, by the way, solve and simplify is not the end of the process. Or let me say, CV is just even recording stuff, anything. Okay, it is doing. So solve and simplify is not the last step. There are other steps as well. There is a step called refactoring, perfecting basically. Like for example, you wrote a code, you implemented the easiest part first, and then you implemented the hard and difficult part, and it's like working accordingly. And after that, you just ended up adding more edge cases situations in it, and you even work through that, and you just fixed it in a certain way that the edge cases are not showing up, and just your app becomes a lot more robust. So in that case also you can refactor it, like making it concise, making it more maintainable, making it very easier to read for the coder. All these things comes under that weird ass topic that's called, what is it called? I forgot. Refactoring, perfecting, according to me. Okay, solve the problems. If you can't solve a simpler problem, what does it mean? For example, like there are like, let me just show you. Like for example, make object to return at the end. This is far more easier. Like you just need to declare the variable name. That's like const. Using the const keyword, you declare my variable and you assign it a curly braces. That is, you have just created an object. That's that simple. An object is created. So this is far more easy to create, right? Or you can just name the object as var result is equal to empty curly braces. So your object is created. This is a far more easier way to approach it. For example, I'm saying, but there are other situations here, like using the if statement here. Like if you close here, if char is our variable, character is our variable, okay? Now it is like it goes for a very complex checking that the character should be a number and a letter, and the character should be a key in the object, and also add one to the count. Like this sounds far more complicated. Like just we have created an object right now, we need to create a for loop. Okay, that makes sense. Like loop over the string of the character. Like this makes sense, we can do this, but this thing is kind of complicated. No, you know what, you can just ignore it for now. You can just simply ignore it. You can just return the object at the end. You can do that part, right right So we can ignore this part. Are we ignoring forever? No, we are just trying to focus on the parts which are like kind of easier for us to focus on. We'll come back to them later, or we can just just like create a thin skeleton for them. Later on, we'll create a thick skeleton. Later on, we'll add muscles to them. Like this is how it is, like growing. Anyways, did I go through this one? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Simplify. Find the core difficulty what you are trying to do. Like you will be doing something. There will be a lot of core difficulties in it, and like for sure those are difficult stuff. Like even people are saying, like people might say like this thing is far more easier and it's like comparatively easier than other problems and all. But we are individuals. We might face problems in the simplest of things. We have problems creating div. I've seen that joke. I don't know, like I think I know how to create a div, right? I mean, I'm not good at it, but I mean, like, like people have problem creating variables. I made it up, but what I'm saying is that you might know what are your core difficulties while solving a problem. You just need to note it down. Just comment them down. This is difficult. This is difficult. This is far more easy. This is easier. And just work on the easiest one first, and then gradually you have already broken it down. It's already modular in nature. Temporarily ignore the difficulty. Yeah, that's what I told. Write a simplified solution. That's what I told. Like, write a simplified solution. For example, here, if the char is a number and a letter, just focus on this part. And is a key. Ignore that part for now. We'll add that sophistication into the conditional check later on. Okay, not right now. Anyways, then incorporate a difficulty later on back in. Okay, not right now. Okay, so anyways, write a function which takes in a like, let's focus on the last question we were dealing with. Write a function which takes in a string and returns the count of each character in the string. For example, our function name is char count, and if you pass in a string, what it would return, it would return only alphanumeric letters, like only numbers and alphabets, and that's so alphabets are in lowercase, and all the spaces and special characters are ignored. This only happens after special conditioning the output, right? Or maybe the input. Anyways, so these are the things we will be focusing on. So I'll just quickly copy and paste the all like convert this into string and just paste it in the Visual Studio Code, and I'll come back and we'll deal with one after another in my way. Which way? The ChatGPT way. Okay. Okay. Hi. I'll be concatenating both these parts together. So I got this solved in the easiest way possible using ChatGPT. I'll show you. I'll attach 1, 2, 3. Yo guys, what is up? So, okay, let's straight up get into this. Okay, we don't have much time. First of all, as I told you, in this one, I'll be teaching you using .match function. This is like, according to me, is a very intuitive way of solving this problem, and a more easier way solving this problem using methods present in JavaScript. Okay, so let's get into this. First of all, let's create a function. How do we create a function? Function keyword, and let's name the function name as we know, char count. It's a very intuitive name that comes in our head, and let's put in str as an argument. I mean, I don't think like does it matter? Yeah, it matters because we will be needing the str inside while we are coding it. Okay. So let's like put this comment inside it. Make an object at the end to return. What should we? Okay, very good. Let's make it result, and let's like look how cool it is. So not result like results, results sounds like more good name. So we have created an array. We have created an object named results which we will be using to return at the end. Okay, so return an object at the end, like return keyword will be used like this, return or return object at the end, return results, like that. Okay, but we'll do both ways. Instead of return, we'll use console.log. Okay, because if you use like this return keyword, right, so we would not be, I mean, like, let's comment these both out because we will be needing both of them later on. Okay, what was I saying? Okay, so my idea is what, let me just zoom myself in. My idea is, nice hairstyle. My idea is to create an array. First of all, let's just create an array just using that string itself. Like, there are many methods using which we can create an array, and the .match is like one of the coolest array creating method I have seen in JavaScript. It actually tackles with all of these requirements of ours. Okay, like mostly all of them, like 99%, let's say. Okay, anyways, so like we can just, like, for example, we have a string. Let's say our string name is str. We can just append .match and then like specify what kind of things we want to match from those strings present there, individual characters present there, and that will be pulled in as a form of an array element. Do you understand like how cool it is? And hopefully I made sense. And like what problem we would be facing, for example, let's name of like what that array I'm talking about. Let's name that array. Let's say let our array. Okay, let's name it R array. And what we would be what I would be doing with that, like it would deal with that match, as I told you, ch match, ch match. And what it would comprise, let me just zoom it in. It should only comprise of alphanumeric characters, that is A, I don't know, A to Z, right? And we don't write it like that, we write it in curly braces, okay, I'm sorry, square brackets, okay? A to Z, right? And not so like this. You have to write a lot of weird ass stuff is there, okay, in order to make A to Z. It will just, right now it will just include only alphanumeric characters which are lowercased. You understand this? For example, if in the string place, if you put in, let's say, char count, and if you put in here, let's say, my name is Sadaf, okay, let's name it Sadaf, it will just take Y, it will take only A, M, E, all those lowercase, and all the uppercase letters will be ignored. So we don't want that. In order to tackle that, we might consider doing lowercase to lower case, as simple as that. Using that method, using this method, we can convert the entire string into lowercase. That means this entire thing will become like this. After using this method, it will still stay a string, but it will become a lowercase string anyways. And after dot match is applied, it will convert our array into what? Into a what? Our array into an array, of course. Our array, this entire string, use this string to convert an array. Got it? And which will just include what? A to Z, right? But we want to include numbers also, right? So it's like 0 to 9, like that, as simple as that. Yeah, A to Z, 0 to 9. And we need to use G here for global search. What does it mean? If you don't use G, it will just, since it was already something like this, so it will just select M. Okay, M is a lowercase, and it matches a small letter A to Z, and it will stop there and there. Okay, it will not go further searching for other lowercase letters and all, or other lowercase things and all. You know what I'm talking about? So use G. Okay, what has happened after we have done this? Let's check it out. Console.log. Inside this, let's put in our array. So you know what it should return. Can you guess what it should return if it is like this? So it should return, let's add numbers also, like 1991, like that. So it should include this numbers also. 1 should be used 2 times and 9 should be used 2 times. Something like that object should come as a result. Okay, not object, like array should return like that. Are you ready? Are you guys ready? It did run, but there's some error, I guess. I don't care. Do you see this, guys? The entire string got converted into an array, and it contains only alphabets and numbers, and it didn't miss any number. As I told you, everything will be converted into lowercase and put into an array like this, just with the help of our godly function which is dot match function. So cool function is the match function. Okay, so far so good. Let's just comment this out. Not comment it, let's just remove it straight away. Now buddy, we need to loop over this array, our array, okay? And what we need to do is we need to create an object in which all these array elements you saw will become keys, and the number of times they are present in the array will become as values. Okay, now this is something interesting. So how do we do this? This is a fantastic way of doing it. Is we need to, first of all, let's create like this. Let's name a variable name char, and it does deal with char count, isn't that I? Okay, we can just straight away name it outside. Okay, maybe we can just cut this out for now. Okay, what do we need to do? We need to loop over. How do we loop? Using the for loop, right? Okay, I is equals to 0 and I is greater than equal to, you might be saying I'm like, for now, greater than equal to our array dot length, right? We are iterating over it, right? Okay, can you tell me, our array dot length will return a number, that number would be like how many characters are present inside it, and each character is given an index, an I value, right? And the indexing starts from 0. For example, that array which was created, our array was created, has five elements. So can you guess the length of the array is 5, right? But it is checking for 6 elements here. You know why? Because you know what I'm talking about, right? Says you got a point, right? Don't use equal to. If you add equal to, it checks for one more item which is not already present there. Anyways, we have iterated over it. So okay, so what I was saying, like, let char is very important. Char is equal to, let's char is equal to our array at index I. Our array at index I, right? It's very important because using this only we introduce our array into the for loop. I'm sorry, I'm very bad at explaining this array thing. It's never been easy for me to explain the concepts like this about array or anything is, but I'm trying. Good, my throat got entirely dry. Anyways, let's keep moving. What was I saying? Yeah. Okay, we'll use the if statement here because we are saying results char. Like if there is the element already present. Oh my god, am I balding? I am balding. If the result char is already present, in that case, you know what you do? You just add. You just do this. You just add 1 to that, like that. Whatever is the result, you just add +1 to it. Or the better way to write this is okay, and else statement will be used here, and inside the else statement is like now, yeah, simple like that. Like if your element is not already present in that object, you just put it in the object. Cool, right? So at the end, as I was saying, we need to return, right? We need to return that object at the end. Let's just push it here. So we can use this, or we can use this console log statement. Let's see like what works. Let's like not return anything from the function. We cannot return anything from it. Anyway, now what do you think will be the output? Let's take it out. 5. Okay. Conclusive escape, right? Yeah, conclusive escape. And here is the output. We got some errors. Did we get some error or something? No. So as you can see, we got the output. 1 is used 2 times, 9 is used 2 times, m is used 2 times, y is used 1 time, and I. You know what I'm talking about. And you can use this also. We can return this also, and it doesn't matter. Makes no sense. Makes no changes in it. So this was all about it. This is how you can do it using this match method. I'm sorry it got complicated. I'm like, it's my first time trying to explain this kind of complicated function. Anyways, I'll catch you up later. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Be safe.